Welcome to today's episode, looking into the importance of having the firefighter codes. What is the firefighter codes? Looking into the consideration of the standard for every building in the state of Kuwait should have a permit. And with this permit, there is a list of needs and standards based on the space and the capacity and the size of the building. That's the role of the prevention sector. More into today's episode, we'll talk about what are the requirements for every building to be safe, looking into the firefighter codes. Colonel Walid, welcome to our program. First of all, we would like to elaborate on the role of the Kuwait Fire Force, and particularly we'll talk about the prevention sector.
Thank you for coming here and asking me for about our jobs. It's very the people really gonna benefit from that. A lot of people doesn't know exactly what we do. Kuwait prevention, it's the first thing you do before the fire. So we want to knowledge the people about all the safety measurement they have to do to prevent any fire that happens during when they're cooking or anything. So we, as a Kuwait Fire Department, we have set of codes that we follow, and we've forced the buildings to do them. We have like 4 codes. We have the codes of the architects and the egresses, and also we have for the elevators, and we have also for the ventilation, and also for the mechanical and the fire alarm system, and also for the like the generator and all the other stuff. Many people, they doesn't know about exactly what we do. So I'm going to try briefly to explain to you and about what we do, and not go in very details about all the technical stuff.
لأنه عمل مختلف ومتميز، وفي مسؤولية كبيرة تحتم علي أني أطور من أدائي بالمهنة عشان أتعامل باحترافية أكثر في إنقاذ الأرواح والممتلكات. خطر دائما موجود، لأن المركز جاهز يتعامل مع أي عملية إنقاذ تخطر على البال، سواء كان إنقاذ شخص من مكان مرتفع، أو انحشار شخص في انهيار مبنى، أو حتى الإنقاذ في عمليات مكافحة الحريق. من الأشياء اللي حببتني بالوظيفة صداقتي وعلاقتي الأخوية مع زملائي، بس لما يرن الجرس تتغير وتكون جدية أكثر وفيها تعاون، وكل من يؤدي عمله، ولكن دائما نكون فريق واحد. ومثل ما أنا مسؤول عن إنقاذ حياة الناس، هم أنا مسؤول أني أمن على حياتي وحياة ربعي من الخطر. تقدير الناس لرجال الإطفاء دائما موجود، بس الشخص اللي كان بحاجة رجل إطفاء دائما ردة فعله تكون مختلفة، يحاول يعبر عن شكره وتقديره للشخص اللي أنقذه بشكل كبير، وردة الفعل هذه لها تأثير كبير علي أنا، تعطيني شعور أني قاعد أؤدي عمل إنساني، ودائما ألتمس الشعور هذا بعد كل عملية إنقاذ، وهو أساس الوظيفة هذه.
As we mentioned earlier, looking into the interview, a lot of valuable information has been given from the prevention sector, stating what is the requirements and the standards for every building to have a valid permit. With this permit, states that your building is required and is looking into the standards of the Kuwait Fire Force fire codes, whether it's having the hose reels, the sprinkler systems, and the automated alarm systems. All of this new technology that's been based and has been installed in every building, it is for the safety of the people. Remember, maintain the systems and always be in touch with the Kuwait Fire Force and make sure that your building is safe. Colonel Waleed, that will lead us to an important question is, what is the process for the government and the residential buildings to get the Kuwait Fire Force permit?
Okay, so as per the KFF rule, all the houses, the residentials, we don't require fire permits. It's basically, it's up to them to decide if they want to buy like fire alarm, they want to buy like fire extinguishers, it's up to them. But all the other buildings, they are required by law is to do to get the fire license. So the buildings has like many categories. They have the schools, we have the commercial buildings, we have manufactured buildings. Each one has different set of equipment, each set of rules. So how they start? Let's say I'm an owner of a building and I want to build it. Before I build it, I have to get two licenses, one from the municipality and one from the KFF. The KFF, of course, will emphasize on the safety measures of the building. So before he goes and build the building, comes here and go to a consulting office, and they will decide with the drawings, they finalize it, and they send it to us electronically. Before, like maybe 1-2 years, everything wasn't electronically. They used to bring us like papers and stuff like that. Now everything we use electronically. They send this to us through the system. We study it and we give them the approval with the sets of all the equipment that they have to install in the building. So the license will go he's gonna have his drawings stamped by us, plus the sets of all the equipment that he have to install in the building before to get licensed. After that, after he gets that, he goes and gets another set of drawings, which is mechanical and fire alarm, and he get approved from us again. After he gets all the approvals, then he can go and build his building. We're not done yet. After he finish his building, we're gonna go, before he give him the electricity, before he gets the electricity, he have to come to us and we have to go inspect and make sure everything we ask him to do is being done. And then after that, we give him a permit to get the electricity from Ministry of Electricity. We're not done yet. Okay, after he finish, get the electricity, we go again to make sure all the equipment are working, the pumps, everything, and make sure test it. We're not done yet. After every 2 years, he have to renew the license. And we go and double check and everything, make sure. So we are like a constant checking on the buildings and making sure they all comply with all our requirements and equipment.
That would lead us to a very important question, Colonel Waleed. We see a lot of violations, and we see a lot of random checks been provided or been, let's say, patrolled by the prevention sector. We see a lot of violations. What is the process of people that are violating these codes, and what will lead to if I violate this code?
Okay, so it comes from the people unknowledgeable of the necessary of all the things that we do. So they try to save money, and then they violate, and then when the problem happens, when the fire happens, they come and they complain and this. So what we do is we always check on them. We have first, as I told you, we have every 2 years he have to renew his license. Okay. Also, we have random checking on especially the manufactured buildings.
Right.
So they go and inspect and make sure they also, for him, let's say it's a commercial building,
right,
and he have the owner of the commercial building, he have other stores. Each store has to get a license.
Okay.
So if this every time this story, when I renew the license, we're gonna go and make an inspection on the building. So we always on the hour we inspecting and this put and that, and we always make commercials. People like they have to comply and everything. So if the person we catch is not doing complying with us, there is a process of the punishment. I can't say punishment, but he can go to, we can, first of all, we give him like, you have to do that. If he didn't do it, we give him like
a warning.
Like a warning. We give him a 3 months warning, okay, to do that. If he didn't do that, it goes to citation. Citation to go to the court. In the court, he may not can travel. So there is a big punishment that can go. But we don't like to go that. We want everybody to comply. How they comply? If they know the importance of what we're doing, and if they if they know they really want to protect their buildings, they have to follow all the things that we do.
Protect the buildings, and at the same time they want to save the lives and their properties of the people that are maintaining the buildings.
Exactly, that's the main thing that we're trying to do.
Colonel Walid, that will take us to an important question as well. During the holy month of Ramadan, we know that it's a special month and people have their rituals, and they might stay up late, hanging out with the family. There's a lot of cooking, and as I mentioned, people would like to have big invitations and gatherings. During this holy month of Ramadan, what is the most common problems you face as the Kuwait Fire Force, especially the prevention sector?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we don't require anything for the commercial, for the residential houses. It's up to them. But I really recommend them to do it. You know, it's like at least you have to have fire extinguisher, you have to have foam extinguisher for the kitchen, and you should have at least fire alarm that works with the batteries. You know why? Especially in the month of Ramadan, and especially the month of Ramadan in Kuwait, we have a lot of gatherings. We have a lot of cooking. Where they have a lot of bukhur going all around, and this will cause a lot of problems. Many houses that have been burned by only a piece of bukhur, you know. So if we have fire extinguishers, we can prevent that in a second, you know. And they need to know, not just buy them and put them in the house and just look at them. You know, you need to know how to use them. And it's easy, you know. It's just we always in the fire department goes to the school. We can go to the website and you learn how to use the fire extinguisher.
Very basic.
Very basic. Anybody can use it, from young people to this. But my advice is people during the month of Ramadan, they should at least have these in their houses, you know. And they can go have fun, but inshallah nothing happens. But if something happens, they have at least the basics to deal with the fire until the fire station comes and prevent the fire, and hopefully nothing happens.
Hopefully nothing.
Yeah, so that's my advice.
As we all know, right now, a lot of services looking into the emergency services, and a lot of awareness services as well is being given through our website and the other applications with the cooperation with other government entities. To make sure that you are always updated, log into our website, and in case of any emergency, always never hesitate to call 112.